Well, we're very pleased to announce that we got Dahntay signed up to a multi-year deal. He's the type of individual we've been looking for. We've been talking about defense for, well, I guess after the last year, about how we're going to improve our defense. This young man will take on any challenge. Guard a 2 or a 3, whatever it is, he can defend them, and we're very pleased to have a young man that is going to fit in not only with our team but in the community. Very focused, plays the game the way it should be played, all out all the time, and can't be more happier than we are today. Dahntay?
Well, just wanted to say that I'm happy to be here and happy to be a part of this organization. To take such confidence from a man of his stature is also a great thing, and I'm just ready to get started and be a part of this team. We have some great players on the team, T.J. Ford, Danny Granger, and guys who I have a lot of respect for, and I'm ready to take on a challenge defensively of helping this team become a better team, a playoff team, and just get better as years go on.
What do you foresee your role being here at the Pacers?
I do what I do, and that's I take on a defensive challenge. I'm going to try to stronghold the defensive aspect of the floor and be a leader on the end of the floor and try and help out in any way possible, guard many positions, and just bring energy and a defensive attitude toward this organization.
Larry, it appears that he was at least one of the first guys, if not the first guy.
He was the first guy.
What statement does that make about what you're trying to do here?
Well, we're trying to guard people, and I think we talked about that right after the season, and we know we're going to score points, but on the defensive end, we've got to get better. And when you have an opportunity to get a young man that you know gives it all on the defensive end and is a very good defensive player that's going to take pride to bring everybody else with him, you're going to get better, and that's an area we have to get better in.
Dahntay, what was it, besides getting a multi-year contract and getting dollars in the pocket that enticed you to want to come here over whether going back to Denver or going to another team?
Because this is an opportunity to help a team grow and get better, and you look at the pieces, it's an opportunity where I can fit in, like in the same opportunity I was in, but it can go to another level and be a part of something special and be a part of an organization that's on the rise. So it was a different challenge to take on, and they were so passionate about the defense end of the floor and about their commitment to me, and I just felt like it'd be a great place for me.
Where do you see yourself in the leadership department? Coach O'Brien's always been talking about you need guys that want to play defense. I mean, what is your mindset on the defensive end?
I'm very, very competitive, and I take that as a personal challenge. I've been taught from the coaches that I play with that defense wins championships, and if you don't pay attention to the end of the floor, then you're not really going to be ultimately successful. So I just take that end of the floor personal, and I take my assignment very, very personal, and I take that part of the floor as an integral part of being very, very successful.
Was there a point in your career where a lot of guys always focus on offense, they practice offense? Was there a point where you decided, I'm going to work on my defense and make that a major part of my game?
I've always tried to take advantage of both ends of the floor. I've never said that offense is better than defense, and I'm so competitive that I've always wanted to defend. So wherever I've had to score points, or if I didn't have to, I'm always going to have I'm always going to be balanced in always playing the defensive end of the floor.
Do you get a sense that you'll be expected to look for your shot more in this system?
Yes, I'll be probably asked to score a little bit more, but that's not an emphasis of mine, and I'll take shots when necessary. But my emphasis is to make sure that I do play defense on a daily basis, and points will come.
Larry, obviously this is just one piece of what you guys are trying to do. Where do you see yourself now as far as moving forward on the free agent market, signing guys or trades?
Yeah, we're still looking. There's no question about it. We got some things going. Trades you never know about, but we do have some money left to go out and look at some players. But what we've been trying to do in the last couple of years is pick up pieces. And like I said, we're going to try to get a core group of young men that we can move forward with this franchise. And when we have an opportunity, we're going to grab that piece. And we feel we can get a couple more maybe this year.
Where do you sit at with Jared? That's kind of a big contract for him.
Well, when you get an offer sheet, you got 7 days to match. So we got really 5 or 6 days to think about it. So right now we're just looking it over, and we'll talk to the owner and go from there.
Do you feel like where you guys are financially and what you want to do it's a.
This is not about Jarrett Jack today. This is about Dahntay. Thank you.
Dahntay, you've traveled a long distance physically and I guess career-wise in a relatively short period of time, going back to the Sacramento situation and then back to Fort Wayne and then to Denver. At all surprised that you were sort of a sought-after free agent, or how do you react to achieving sort of this level?
I'm blessed to have this opportunity, and it's just my career has been just part of my struggles and my development as a player and as a person. So I wouldn't have it any other way, and it's just me coming along as a player.
Obviously, Denver's defense got a lot better last year. How big a role do you feel like you had individually played in doing that? They obviously had some other guys come in, but did you feel like you got credit for that or deserved credit for that?
I wasn't looking for it, and I didn't pay attention to if I got credit or if I didn't. I played my role, and I did what I was supposed to on a daily basis. And I was come in, bring energy, defend, and take that side of it personal. And we had fun doing it, but that's in the past, and I'm ready to get started working on here.
How do you see yourself fitting in on the wing with Danny and Brandon, and obviously when Mike comes back?
I see myself fitting in extremely well. They're both, all of them are athletic and get up and down and can score the basketball. And defensively, I can take a lot of the burden off of them and guard multiple positions and let them focus on other things instead of having to worry about that.
Larry, how big a factor in your personnel decisions, Tyler, Dahntay, other moves that you made, maybe edge, motivation, energy, guys that maybe have these intangible factors?
Well, I like energy guys. I like guys that play hard, and when they come to practice, they got talent that brings everybody else up. And now we got a few of them, and our practice is going to be a lot better, and we're going to be able to compete on a nightly basis. It's all about giving the effort, and you want players here that's going to give the effort every day. And that's why we got Dahntay, and then we got Hansborough. We re-signed Josh McRoberts. There's a reason we do that. I want players that play hard on the court, then off the court, give back to the community.
How much difference do you hope one guy can make defensively?
Well, it's not one guy. It's Tyler Hansborough, Dahntay Jones, and even Josh McRoberts. I played on a lot of teams, and if you have a guy that's focused on the defensive end, it brings your defense up. If he says, hey, I'll take Kobe Bryant, I want to guard him, that takes the pressure off the other players. Not that they don't want to guard him, it's just that they know we have a guy that can go out there and be a defensive stopper, and that's what we got Dahntay for.
Dahntay, you marked Kobe in the playoffs. Talk about bringing that experience, intensity here, saying I can guard one of the best players on the biggest stage right now.
It's definitely it's a great level of experience I got in the playoffs guarding Kobe, and I take that and I just build on it and keep it in my pocket, and I just bring that with me along with the trials and tribulations I'm going to endure with this organization, and just try to increase my role as a defensive leader and as a leader in general.
You got a few flagrants in the playoffs. Do you feel like that's just a part of your intense play, or is that something that just comes with the territory of being a defensive stopper?
That comes with that's a part of the territory within this game of basketball, and within taking the betterment of my team personal and trying to win basketball games and doing my job.
As you thought about this situation and the offers and opportunities, did you talk to any current Pacers, any of the players?
I definitely had a lot of conversation with Danny Granger, and he expressed how much he would like to have me as a teammate, and that made me feel better and more comfortable in making my decision.
What were your thoughts of the Pacers a year ago?
My thoughts of the Pacers a year ago? They were a team that was in a developmental process and trying to find their identity, and it was definitely a situation that I wanted to be a part of, but the things didn't go in that direction, and it just was what it was.
Everyone's been talking about defense. You're athletic, you can run the floor, you've got offensive skills. Do you kind of take that as a bit of a challenge, like, hey, I can surprise some people? I mean, you talk about stopping on defense, but you've got some offensive skills too. You look forward to trying to parlay that into an opportunity here?
I definitely do. I look forward to taking advantage of the opportunity and running up and down with the guys that we have. And make the most of this opportunity. But I know where my strength is, and I know what I have to do on a daily basis, and I know in what department I have to be a leader in, and that's on the defensive end. So that's what I'm going to focus on.
You know, I can add to that saying that if you play for Jimmy O'Brien, you're going to have opportunities to score, believe me. And if you're open, he'll let you shoot the ball. If you miss, you just go down and guard people. But if he can get the ball in the hole, he's going to have plenty of opportunities to do it. Okay?
You're 11 for 17 from the three-point line last year. You're just getting warmed up there? Or?
Come on.
Is that a new stat?
Just taking open shots.
We got plenty of three-point shooters. So. Thank you.